Now, one discussion is on the ground. Some lawmakers and some people in general are saying that vote wey House of Rep and Senate do today to approve the state of emergency, they say it is illegal and it is unconstitutional. So the state of emergency is unconstitutional. The voting process is also unconstitutional. Let me explain something to you. Because even Peter Obi, dey holla on Twitter right now. The Constitution says, after the president don proclaim state of emergency like he did 2 days ago, the House of Rep and the Senate will now sit down and deliberate, then vote whether the state of emergency should be approved or not. 2/3 of the House must agree. What is 2/3 of the House? Divide the House over 3. 2 parts must agree. Not majority, 2/3. We have 109 senators. If you divide 109 senators over 3, 2/3 is 66. So at least 66 people must say yes before it is approved. 60 out of 109 is majority, but it's not 2/3. 2/3 is 66 at least. In order for us to get 66 at least, we are supposed to do a head count or a vote count, or probably they will vote electronically or anyway. The House of Rep and the Senate did not do that. When the House of Rep they go on in session, Honorable B from Umuahia North stood up and said, "Can we please follow the Constitution? Let us have a head count." The House of Rep no agree. They told him to sit down. Let me take you to Peter Obi's tweet first so that you understand this. He said, "While still agonizing over the ongoing deterioration of democracy in our nation, especially with the situation in Rivers State, and trying to reach out to our National Assembly members not to support and sustain the unconstitutionality and arbitrariness, I just heard that they have added salt to injury by using a voice vote to pass the illegality. The Constitution is clear that this cannot be done through a voice vote, but by calling individuals to answer yes or no. You cannot determine 2/3 majority by a voice vote. While a 2/3 majority is crucial, it does not justify bypassing proper procedures and undermining the principles of transparency and accountability. The use of a voice vote in such a significant decision not only disregards constitutional requirements but also erodes public trust in the democratic process, as well as the transparency and integrity of the National Assembly. Decision of such magnitude must be made with integrity, following the letter and spirit of the law. It is disheartening that a decision as crucial as approving an emergency proclamation, one that could alter the course of the nation, has been handled with such casual disregard for constitutional standards. The 1999 Constitution of Nigeria, as amended, clearly requires that such a proclamation must be approved by at least 2/3 of all members of each house, the Senate and the House of Representatives. A simple call of A or nay cannot accurately measure this crucial threshold. When a supermajority is required, it demands a recorded vote, whether by division, roll call, or electronic means. This isn't just a technicality, it is a matter of law and legitimacy. The Senate standing orders and House rules were established to ensure that decisions of this magnitude are made transparently with accountability. Ignoring these procedures is not just an oversight, it is a betrayal of the democratic process. A voice vote for such a critical matter is not just insufficient, it is a dangerous precedent. If we can bend the rules so easily, what stops us from undermining other pillars of democracy? Today, it's a voice vote on the state of emergency. Tomorrow, it could be a voice vote on citizens' fundamental rights. It is painful to think that members of the National Assembly who swore to uphold the Constitution could participate in a process that sidesteps the very essence of due process. We must ask ourselves, if the law no longer anchors our decision, then what does? This is not just a flawed process, it is a warning signal. We cannot afford to keep gambling with the soul of our democracy. Peter Obi. Now, in as much as I agree with Peter Obi, let me tell you the truth. No need. Yeah, the legal thing to do is to do a head count. But you see this plenary when I see today, no need. First and foremost, let me show you where Honorable Obi Agosha was protesting from Labour Party, Umwaya North. Hear this.
Raising the point of order. Yes, Honorable.
No, no, here.
Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, my name is Honorable Obi Agosha.
Okay.
I represent the great people of Iguano, Umwaya North, Umwaya South Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, since the President's letter concerns proclamation, Mr. Speaker, the constitutional procedures that must be followed as enshrined in Section 305, subsection 6B
Of the Constitution.
To consider this President's request, that this House must have two-thirds of members present. Mr. Speaker, may I please ask?
We already have our attendance registers, Honorable colleague, and we will rely on that to ensure.
Mr. Speaker, this is a constitutional.
Yes,
Can we do a head count, Mr. Speaker?
There
to
is no.
ascertain that we have a quorum.
Yes.
To ascertain that we have.
Yes,
that we have
our attendance register will guide us accordingly,
requirements.
Honorable. Please.
Oh,
Our
so
attendance registers will guide us accordingly. Members are still signing, and at the end of the day, we'll take attendance.
Mr. Speaker, can that be made available now for the members to know whether
if they have a quorum.
Whether we have formed a quorum, Mr. Speaker, as enshrined in the Constitution, Mr. Speaker, so that our deliberations are not going to be deliberations based on illegality.
It is noted, Honorable. Please, you can sit down. Sit down, please. Your point of order is noted. Please sit down.
Oh, so what Honorable Obi was even asking for is for the House to form a quorum before they deliberate. A quorum is two-thirds must be present in the House before they now deliberate and now vote. So he was not sure that they have up to two-thirds present, which means some lawmakers were actually not there. Nigeria, my country. But we not get democracy here again. No. We not get democracy here again. If we ever have any reason for military to take over this country, some of us will even support her. Because this rubbish we are doing now is not democracy. Fela call and demonstration of grace. So they were not even complete. Ha.